Hi and welcome to Eat Right Move TV. This is the DNAFit special, which is a three-part blog series where we're going to look at what the DNAFit testing is, as well as my nutrition and exercise results. So this is part one, so where we're going to just have a look at what the DNAFit test is, how it works, and what the benefits of you using it. So first thing about what DNAFit actually is, it is a genetic testing site whereby they take a portion of some DNA to actually produce your genome, and what they've actually been able to do is, based on the genome, identify SNPs. Now a SNP is, the technical term is a single nucleotide polymorphism. All that means is a letter change. So the example they use is changing a single letter in a word can change the outcome expressed. So if you change the P in pig to an F, it becomes a fig, so it changes the whole shape. So your genes are exactly the same, they're just a series of codes and letters. So if we were to make a change at a certain point, we could produce a different response, and we see this on a daily basis in terms of the colour of our eyes and the colour of our hair. So particular genes, the way that are expressed, will produce a different response in the body. But what they found, there's some points on your genetic data that actually correspond to nutrition and exercise bias. So what they've been able to do is, based on your own genetics, design personalised nutrition and exercise information to help give the best optimum health. Now, the way they actually do it is they give you one of these, which is a DNA collection kit, which is just a simple mouth swab, which for a minute you just collect cells from inside your cheek, and then you package it up into a sealed container to avoid contamination, and then you post it to them. Now in 10 days what happens is they go through and sequence your genome, and from that they find the SNPs they look for, and they based on those produce two reports depending on what you want, but they produce a report on nutrition and a report on exercise, and give you kind of personalised information to how to tailor those to the best possible health you can get. So that's the whole idea. The whole idea of the test is not to turn around and point out disease risk. What it does, it tells you what the best way to live your nutritional and exercise lifestyle is, to help produce maximal results in performance, to achieve positive health, and mostly to achieve most other health markers in there. So one of them being healthy weight as well. So what's the benefits of doing this? Because obviously loads of trainers don't use genetic testing. They go out and they get results. What is the benefit of doing a genetic test to get answers? One thing is the speed to find that out. Now, interestingly, from the test, the one thing you'll find when I go through my results is that it took me 28 years to find out a few years. My training history, most probably, I was always sport, but my actual physical training while I was in the gym most probably only started 6 years ago. And in 6 years I've just kind of started to find nutritionally what works really best with me, exercise works best for me, and to the point of optimum health. I'm not talking about just I do well at that training, or I do well on eating these sort of foods. It's actually to maximise my results. And the interesting thing, what the test showed, that some of the answers were still not fully made aware of, and by following some of the protocols I should actually be able to achieve more. So that is one of the main benefits, to actually find out as quick as you can. The other idea is that what you might be doing is only optimum. It might not be optimum enough, so that's the other thing. So if your government guideline recommendations is 5 pieces of fruit vegetables a day, if you were to eat, say I feel good because I'm eating 7, and then find out you've got an increased requirement because your genetics say that you need more vitamin and mineral support, you might have to take that between 8 and 10. So what you think is doing good, but maybe it's just for you personally isn't quite right. So the individual personalisation of it is brilliant. Some other variables increase performance gains as well, because you're going to be training and nutritionally supporting to the best possible way, so you will get your results quicker and possibly further than you could before without knowing it. And some of the research that they showed us actually highlighted this, that saying the genetic testing, if you follow the genetic testing based exercise program, you were able to achieve a greater level of results, and actually retain a lot of those results long term as well. So it is good. I think the most thing as well is, the one thing I like is the compliance nature of it. So the whole idea behind it is that if you know that nutritionally you should be avoiding these sort of foods because they will impact your health. You're more likely to take that as you would doctor's advice that turn around and say you need to stop doing this, otherwise it will impact your health. So it's kind of like along those same lines. I do find that it has changed my habits just knowing my genetics. So there's quite a few positives to taking this. To say that you can't achieve results without it would be lying, because with loads of clients for years I've actually been able to achieve results. So it doesn't necessarily say you need to it, but I think it's nice because it does paint a early picture quite quick, and that's the interesting thing. So join us back in part 2 where we're going to go through my nutritional results.